Hello my dear PU2 aspirants, this is your Ekta ma'am here. Today I am going to walk you through the PU2 fixed questions for 2 marks. Yes, we have made a video about 3 marker question, go check it out, it's in the description. Okay, and for the 2 marker questions, how can we skip them, right? They are very important. Every year you get these 2 marker questions. They are the fixed question, they come straight away in your exams. Okay, so even if you are not prepared, you don't know what kind of questions you have to do, just do these 2 marker questions, you are going to see them in your exams. Okay, so what are those questions? Firstly, from the chapter solutions, these are the 2 marker questions. We have differentiation between ideal, non-ideal solution, positive, negative deviation from Rawls law, maximum, minimum boiling azeotrops, then definition wise, reverse osmosis, azeotrop, Henry law and its application, the Rawls law, right? State for 2 marker question, they don't mess around much. What they do, they generally give you straight away definition or state any law, right? So if you do these, trust me, you are going to score 2 marks. You are not going to lose those 2 markers from this chapter, right? Now next, move on to the next chapter, chemical kinetics. From chemical kinetics, we have this collision frequency, true drawbacks of simple collision theory, factors affecting rate of equation, right? The Arrhenius equation, that is very important, right? So these questions, what is collision frequency? This question get repeated, right? Twice in your boards. So focus on them, right? These are the fixed question. That's why this is called fixed question, right? That means they are going to come in your exam. So even if you are not studying everything completely, you do these questions, you are going to score marks. Okay, this video is for the mark scoring kids. Okay. Next, from electrochemistry, we have Faraday's law, first law, Faraday's second law, that is very important. Karloff's law, that comes every year. See, it's getting repeated from 2015. Okay, 2 applications of Karloff's law. Again, 2 marker questions we are discussing. Next, from D and F block, we have catalytic properties of transition metals. So many questions, they get repeated every year. Okay, this was in NCERT also. Calculate the magnetic moment of different metals, scandium, titanium, right? Then you have explained the formation of interstitial compounds, that is important. Transition metals form large number of complex compounds, give reason for that. Okay, these kind of questions comes in your 2 marker from this chapter, from D and F block. Okay, next we have explain mesh metal and interstitial compounds. Study of actinoid elements is difficult, give 3 reasons. What is lanthanoid contraction? What is the cause for lanthanoid contraction, right? The questions, again, I told you some questions you will be seeing in your 3 marker also, because you can get combined. Some question they'll take from here, and 1-2 extra question they'll add in, they'll make it a 3 marker question, right? But from that only, that portion also, from 3 marker question, they take 1-2 parts and make them as a 2 marker questions. Okay. Next we have the balanced reaction, right? Write the balanced chemical equation for the following. Then you explain the color transition metals, why zinc salts are colorless, why copper salts are colored, right? Again, from coordination compounds, what questions are coming from coordination? Straight away questions, ambidentate ligands, the different type of isomerism is there. Then limitations of VBT and limitations of CFT, they comes as 2 marker questions. Okay, from biomolecules, what do we have from biomolecules? Straight simple questions, right? How do glucose react with acetic anhydride? How do glucose react with hydroxylamine, right? How do glucose react with bromine water, right? Very simple, very straightforward question, and gets repeated every year. And what are hormones, essential amino acids? Again, explain what is denaturation of protein, explain reducing, non-reducing sugar, anomers, apomers, invert sugar, peptide linkages. 2 marker questions, any 1 point will come. Okay. From haloalkanes and haloarenes, we have Fittig reaction, Swartz reaction, Woods reaction, Woods-Fittig reaction, Hitchef rule, Freons, why aryl halides are less reactive towards nucleophilic substitution, right? From alcohols, phenols and ethers, these are the fixed 2 marker questions. Lucas reagent, Williamson ether synthesis, preparation of phenol from cumene, right? Orthonitrophenol is stream volatile but not paranitrophenol. What is the reason? Hydrogen bonding, right? How to separate ortho and paranitrophenol? How do you separate them? Okay. And then this question gets repeated every year again, Kolbe reaction. How do you convert phenol to salicylic acid using Kolbe reaction? What happens when diethyl ether heated with limited amount of hydrogen iodide or excess of hydrogen iodide? Then you have dehydration of alcohols, formation of ethers, catalytic hydrogenation of alkenes. These all comes in the 2 marker category, okay? And these are going to come in your exam. So do not skip them. Aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acids. We have Again, these all questions come as 2 marker questions. Helvell-Arjaninsky reaction, the mechanism of addition of HCN to carbonyl compound in presence of a base. Conditions are being specified here. Then you have how do you prepare phthalimide from aromatic dicarboxylic acid. pK values are given, you have to arrange them in an increasing order of acid strength, right? pK is inversely proportional to, negative logarithm of Ka is pK, right? And that's how you approach these kind of questions. More Ka value means more will be the acidity, right? And less Ka value means less acidic strength. Okay, next is amines. From amines, Hinsberg reagent, straight away questions. Carbonamide reaction, then you have this preparation, explain Gabriel phthalimide reaction, that is very important. Okay, and that was all the 2-marker question you need to know before going for your PU2 boards. Okay, do not worry, you got this, and if you have any doubts, do mention them in the comment section. I'll get back to you, and till then, all the best, take care, you got it.